Hello and welcome to day 69 in creating this PHP web framework series. And we were actually implementing Google AMP, but I added a couple of extra tasks. One was add Bootstrap for beta 2 to the framework. That'll take like a minute. And also custom classes do not have access to core classes. And I've already fixed it because I've not in the actual code here, but I've got the code to fix it. I fixed it because I was doing some actual website development for a project that I'm working on, and well, I came across this issue, something that didn't come up through the development, and it was this. If we go to our classes, so we got this core folder, and in custom we can create a class, for example. So if we were to create a new class, so call it test class.php, we can code here, that's fine, there wasn't a problem. But imagine if in this class we wanted to access the user class or the blog class or something that's very common, the database class. We couldn't access any of these classes. So what I did was, I've got some files right here to aid us in resolving this problem. So let me open this one up and this one. So this is the meat of it. So let me get this by name. So if I copy that, I'm going to create a file in here. And this is, it's called core classes include. And all this does is it has a for each loop which just loops over this core folder and just requires all of these files. Simple as that. It's essentially what we've already done in the init file within the core folder. As you can see, we've already done it here. So it's actually no different to that, but we're just putting it in a separate file as well. So what this means is if we were to create a class, for example, and let's say test namespace. So now we got require once. We can inside here code the class as we normally would using PHP, but we can now access classes from here. So that's it. That's fixed really, but it was actually quite a major thing. So custom classes, yep, that's that done. Next was add Bootstrap for beta 2 to the framework. This shouldn't take no longer than a minute or two. So libs2 include, rename that to beta-2, and miscellaneous built-in libs, rename that to beta-2, 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 and beta-2. So just need to update the CSS and the JavaScript files. So if we go to getbootstrap.com, go to documentation, and all we need is to copy this file, or this line I should say, and replace it with this line. I always like to end tags even if they don't have a closing tag. It's just a good habit if you're doing XML or XHTML development. It's a good habit to get yourself into. Now the JavaScript, really I'm pretty sure it's only this one that needs to be changed, but to make sure I'm just going to replace all three of them. And we're halfway there now. And now finally the actual Bootstrap CSS file. Oh. Now I forgot to save this, save that, and we should still all be good. If I inspect it, we do have errors, but I'm pretty sure they're due to Google AMP, which we were working on. So that's that done now. Already got 2 tasks done. So I was working on Google AMP, so let's continue that. So if I were to get rid of that, actually if I were to get rid of it, does it not show the stuff in the console yet? Okay, that's the reason we want it. So we had it integrated, but we had some errors, so we wasn't fully conforming to Google AMP. And ultimately we had some links open to basically help us file. I don't know if we really need this. I'll close these for now. So the first error we're getting is tag or text, which is only allowed inside body section found outside of the body section. Tag or text. Let me try and search for that. Tag. If we go back to here, so what was the error again? So apparently that line, so if I go to, wouldn't actually be in miscellaneous, it would be in the header file. So the canonical one, this one here. Does that need to be in the body? Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, start building. Seems to be in the right place. This is inside the head tag, which I do have it inside. So they've got title before, like I have. They've got certain meta tags as well. I wonder if it's because of that. What would happen if I were to cut this and put it here instead? Let's open up some PHP here. Take a look again. Still same number of errors. Now it's moaning about a different line. Now it's moaning about title. It's almost like it's not that line, it's just wants to moan. Let me try looking at one of the other tags. Let me, for now, disable all external frameworks. Okay. And what's this moaning about? So the attribute href in tag link style sheet from fonts is set to the invalid. See something for fonts. Okay. So where is that? Where is that? So if I go to in here, let me just comment it over this. Yeah, it's already been commented out. What if I were to remove all of this? Would this fix anything? Nope, so I don't think there's an issue here. Does it require inline? Does AMP require inline CSS? So if I were to go to, for example, so I'm getting it now, the header. So it's guessing this would only be valid if it wasn't enabled. So I should just be able to do else. So let's take a look again. Got rid of 5 of the errors. What would happen if I re-enabled those things? Let's refresh. This shouldn't actually. It did affect it. Is it only app runtime scripts are allowed? REST scripts. Okay, would appear needs to be runtime only. Like you would have to just put it in the file itself. Here we go. So if we go back to header, if I grab hold of this, and I'll whack that here. this one here. Because none of this really should be in there otherwise. Okie dokie, so let me indent that. I'm going to indent all of this. So if it's not enabled, start of body.js, that's in header, so almost there now. Where is that? Where is prepend root? This one right here. So we'll paste that. So ultimately, none of this should be occurring. No point doing any of this at all if it's not enabled, if AMP is enabled. And that should fix it now. So we're very limited in what we've got. But now, if we were to go to configs, website config, is AMP enabled false, we should get everything come back. So we got the style sheet, we've got these bad boys. That broke because so that goes back into here. That goes back into classes, and that should be in core. If I were to refresh, go back to that file, boom, done. Got an index file as well, which is empty, but we do have it. So if we were to go to login, for example, register. Okay, so yeah, that seems to be all good now. So we got Google AMP sorted. So that means we'll be looking at helping old links with routing on the next video. See what time we got. Okay, 20 minutes. I'm gonna end it here because I've got a few things to attend to. Actually, I need to upload to GitHub, so let's sort that out now. So sync. That's all synced now. Open in Finder, code. Let's go to that. New Finder window. Let's go to Applications, XAMPP, htdocs, PHP. Copy all of that into here. See what files have changed. Okay, so day 69 commit. Things change / added. So we fixed the core classes not being accessible from custom classes. We updated Bootstrap beta or Bootstrap 4 beta lib to Bootstrap 4 beta 2 lib. Integrated Google AMP. Updated PHP CSS file parser to locate the custom classes in the core classes folder. And I think we're done now. So commit to master, sync. So now in GitHub, we can go to releases, and it's saying it is beta.10. So draft new release. I want that open as well. So 10. Okay, so it should be an asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. It's not pre-release, really, publish release. And we're done, almost. So I want to go to the wiki. Does anything need to be updated from here? Classes wise? Not really. So classes. Okay, that's simple stuff. What about configs? Do I have anything for configs? So let me just update this, just so I get. Okay, so what I'm going to do is copy and paste this. And this is AMP enabled, is AMP enabled. And by default, I was going to put false. This enables Google AMP for your website. That should be it. So save that. Okay, I guess that's it really. Very happy with the progress. So yeah, that's all synced. Let's confirm it. Yeah, it's all good in the hood. I can get rid of these files now. And yeah, so thanks for watching. This has been day 69 of creating a PHP web framework, and I look forward to seeing you in day 70.